Hello friends, I am Aher Alka Rohidas from RBNB College Rampur. I will teach you or the today's topic is oscillation. In this chapter we study the simple pendulum. Now the simple pendulum, it is a ideal. There are two types, ideal simple pendulum and practical simple pendulum. Now in ideal simple pendulum, a particle is attached or tied with weightless inextensible string by a inextensible string and it is oscillate. It is called as simple pendulum. Now in practical pendulum, it is practical simple pendulum, a heavy bob attached to the inextensible massless weightless string to the rigid support. It is called as simple pendulum. Now see, in this case, this is the equilibrium position, that is OA. It represents the equilibrium position, it is mean position. Now the bob is displaced through small angle theta. Then it is released from this position. It performs simple harmonic motion. That is, see, the motion of bob is from A to B, B to O, then O to C, again C to A to B. It performs simple harmonic motion about mean position and this motion is periodic. This motion is called as simple harmonic motion. The motion of simple pendulum is simple harmonic motion, that is, it is oscillatory and periodic. The motion is simple harmonic motion. The bob moves about the mean position and the motion is periodic. It repeats after equal interval of time. Now see, suppose the bob, it is at the displaced position. It is displaced position, its angle is very small, it performs simple harmonic motion. If the angle is very small, it performs simple harmonic motion, we can prove by the expression. Now in this case, the bob is displaced from the extreme position, it performs through the small angle, it performs simple harmonic motion. Now let suppose m be the mass of particle or the bob. M is the mass of particle or mass of the bob. Then L is the length of simple pendulum. The length of simple pendulum is defined as it is distance between from the point of rigid support and the attachment of the sphere, and the length of simple pendulum, it is equal to small l plus r, where r is the radius of this sphere. Total length of simple pendulum can be written as L is equal to L plus R, where L is this distance and R is this radius of bob. Now see, G is the acceleration of gravity. G is the acceleration of gravity. Acceleration of gravity. Then now see, the bob is at displaced position. The heavy bob or the bob is at displaced position. The two forces acting on this bob, the two forces are, the two forces acting on the bobs are, suppose two forces acting on the bob, two forces acting on the bob. The first is tension in the string. The first force acting on the bob is, it is the tension in the string. Tension in the string. And the next force, the another force is weight of the bob. Weight of the bob. These two forces acting on the bob. Then now suppose the bob is at displaced position, T is the tension acting in the upward direction while weight of the bob is in the downward direction. Due to displaced position, there is angular displacement of the simple pendulum. Theta is called as angular displacement or angle. It is called as angle or angular displacement. Then now see these two forces, tension in the string and the weight of bob, it is due to weight of the bob, it is due to acceleration due to gravity. Now see at point A, this weight of the bob, it is vertically downward. It is vertically downward. Now see by geometry, this angle is theta. Again this angle is also theta. That is this is mass or weight, mass into gravitational acceleration, which represent the weight of the bob. Then this mg is divided into, or it having two components. See, this is the weight of the bob. It is vertically downward, represented by mg, where m is mass of the bob, g is acceleration due to gravity, which is the weight, and this mg having two components. See, this is through some angle theta, therefore it is having two components. First component, this mg divided into or results into two components. First, see this mg, it is having two components. This is the coincide component. We can say cos theta is equal to this side divided by this hypothesis, which is equal to the first component. It is vertically or it is along the length. First component is mg cos theta. It is along the length. It is along the length of simple pendulum. Along the length of simple pendulum. Then the another component, that is mg sin theta. Mg sin theta, it is another component, and which is along or which is it is towards or perpendicular to the length. Mg sin theta, it is perpendicular to the length of simple pendulum. Length of simple pendulum. See the two forces acting on this bob B or acting at the displaced position B, the two forces are tension in the string and the weight of the bob. At displaced position, the weight of the bob is represented by mg having two components, mg cos theta and mg sin theta. Mg cos theta, it is along the length, and mg sin theta, it is perpendicular to the length. Now see the figure. In this figure, the mg cos theta and tension, they are along the length. That is, this component mg cos theta is balanced by string, tension in the string T. That is, the first component mg cos theta or T is equal to mg cos theta. Mg cos theta, and this mg cos theta, it is equal and opposite. They can balanced by tension in the string, and mg cos theta, they are equal, they cancel out. That is, it is cancel out, or these are balanced by, tension is balanced by mg cos theta. The remaining component mg sin theta, it is towards the mean position. It takes bob towards mean position. Hence we can say that there is a restoring force which acts on the bob and it tries towards the mean position. That is, here we can say these are tension is balanced by mg cos theta, and it is cancel out. The remaining component mg sin theta, the remaining component mg sin theta, it is directed towards mean position and it is represented as restoring force. Restoring force. It is represented by restoring force. It is towards mean position, that is displacement or angular displacement, and the restoring force, they are in the opposite direction. They are in the opposite direction. See, the restoring force, that is the mg sin theta, it is towards mean position, and displacement, the angular displacement towards right, and they are opposite. Therefore, the force is represented by, the restoring force is represented by minus mg sin theta. Now here, initially we say that if this angle is very small, it performs, the bob performs simple harmonic motion. Simple harmonic motion. Here, theta is very small. Theta is very small, therefore it performs simple harmonic motion. Then sin theta is equal to, if the theta is small, sin theta is represented by, or it is equal to theta. Substitute the value of theta, sin theta in this equation, we get F is equal to minus mg theta. Now in this case, F represents restoring force, m represents mass, g is acceleration, and theta is angular displacement. Now suppose in this case we can find, or we can take the figure, or we can take the triangle, that is OAB. Consider triangle OAB. From this triangle we can find the value of theta here. Therefore angle is equal to, we having the formula, angle is equal to arc divided by radius. Arc divided by radius. Now arc is here x and radius is equal to L, that is length of simple pendulum. This is the value of theta. Theta is equal to x upon L. X upon L. Now substitute this theta in this equation, we get F is equal to minus mg theta. Substitute the value of theta here, that is F is equal to minus mg into x upon L. X upon L, where F is restoring force, m is mass of the bob, g is acceleration due to gravity, x is the arc or it is the linear displacement, L is the length of simple pendulum. Now in this case, m, it is mass of the bob, g, acceleration due to gravity, L, length of the simple pendulum, these are constant. Mass is constant, acceleration due to gravity, it is also constant, length of simple pendulum, it is also constant. That is, here we can write force is equal to constant multiply by minus x. Thus we can say that restoring force is directly proportional to minus x. That is, restoring force is directly proportional to minus x, represents the motion is linear simple harmonic motion. By definition, we can say that linear simple harmonic motion, in this motion, restoring force, magnitude of restoring force is directly proportional to displacement and it is towards mean position. This condition is verified and it is called as, or it is, from this we can say that the motion of simple pendulum is simple harmonic motion or linear, it is simple harmonic motion. Now consider this expression again, that is, it is F is equal to minus mg x divided by L. Now we consider the magnitude, that is, magnitude of the force is equal to F into mg x divided by L. Now we find the period of simple pendulum. Period of simple pendulum. Period a simple pendulum. Simple pendulum. Now consider this equation, that is F is equal to mg into x upon L. Then substitute, we have the value of F is equal to mg x upon L. Now according to Newton's second law, F is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration, that is F is equal to m into a. It is equal to mg x upon L. Here mm gets cancelled and we get acceleration is equal to g into x upon L. G into x upon L. Now suppose we divide here, that is a divided by x. A divided by x is equal to g upon L, and this a is nothing but a is called as acceleration. A is called as acceleration per unit displacement. Per unit displacement is equal to g upon L. G upon L. Now we substitute this value in the equation, that is equation of period here. Now we say the period is defined as, the period it is given by the formula, or period of simple pendulum is given by, period of simple pendulum is given by t is equal to 2 pi upon omega. Then this 2 pi upon omega is angular velocity. Then this omega is equal to, omega square is equal to k upon m. Omega is equal to, we can write here, it is force constant under root k upon m. That is omega is equal to under root force per unit displacement. K is nothing but force per unit displacement. Per unit displacement divided by mass. Omega is equal to, force can be written as, force is equal to, it is mass multiplied by acceleration per unit displacement. Then divided by mass. Mass must get cancelled and we have omega is equal to, we can say omega is equal to, we can write here, that is it is acceleration per unit displacement. Acceleration per unit displacement. Now substitute the value of acceleration per unit displacement here. We get the period of simple pendulum. Now substitute the value of period, that is omega, in the equation. We get t is equal to 2 pi upon omega. That is the value of omega is 2 pi upon omega. It is acceleration per unit displacement. That is t is equal to 2 pi upon value of acceleration per unit displacement is g upon L. That is, it is under root g upon L. Under root g upon L. Then t is equal to, we can write here 2 pi under root L upon g, which is the period of simple pendulum. Period of simple pendulum is equal to 2 pi under root L upon g. It is under root L upon g, where t is period, L is length of simple pendulum, and g is acceleration due to gravity. Now we study the laws of simple pendulum from this equation. Now see the laws of simple pendulum. Laws of simple pendulum. First, from this equation, we can say that T is equal to 2 pi under root L upon G. That is, from this equation, there is no mass here. Therefore, we can say that the period of simple pendulum does not depend on mass of the bob. First rule, that is, period of simple pendulum is simple pendulum does not depends on mass of the bob. Second, the period of simple pendulum is directly proportional to square root of length of simple pendulum. From this we can say that this is constant, this is constant. The period of simple pendulum is directly proportional to square root of length of simple pendulum. Then third, the period of simple pendulum, it is inversely proportional to square of under root G, or we can say period is inversely proportional to square root of G. Then the next law, that is, this simple pendulum or period of simple pendulum does not depend on amplitude of the oscillation. That is, period does not depend on amplitude. That is, laws of simple pendulum, the period of simple pendulum does not depend on mass. Period of simple pendulum, it is directly proportional to square root of T. Period of simple pendulum, it is inversely proportional to square root of acceleration due to gravity, and period does not depend on amplitude. Now we define the simple pendulum or seconds pendulum from simple pendulum. Then we can define simple seconds pendulum. Next topic, seconds pendulum. Seconds pendulum. Seconds pendulum. The definition of seconds pendulum is a simple pendulum. A simple pendulum having period 2 seconds, it is called as seconds pendulum. That is, period is equal to 2 seconds. The period of seconds pendulum, it is 2 seconds. That is the simple pendulum having period 2 seconds. It is called as seconds pendulum. It is called as first second. Therefore, it is also called as period, or it is seconds pendulum. A simple pendulum having period 2 seconds. Now we have the period, that is equation of period or formula for period. It is T is equal to 2 pi under root L upon G. Then now substitute the period is equal to 2 seconds here. We get 2 pi under root L upon G. 2 cancel here. We get 1 is equal to pi under root L upon G. Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. We get squaring we get here, that is, see, it is 1 square is equal to pi square L upon G. Therefore, L is equal to G upon pi square. This represents length of seconds pendulum. This represents length of seconds pendulum. Now we have discussed about the distinguish or difference between simple pendulum and conical pendulum. Now see, this is the simple pendulum and another, suppose there is a conical pendulum. We distinguish from the simple pendulum and conical pendulum. In this case, this is the simple pendulum, and this simple pendulum moves, or the motion in this simple pendulum, which is to and fro about mean position, to and fro about mean position. In case of the conical pendulum, the pendulum revolves in a horizontal circle such that it defines a cone. It performs a cone, or it forming a cone. The motion of particle, it is in the circular motion, horizontal circular motion, and it is uniform circular motion. Here the motion is, it is SHM, simple harmonic motion. In case of conical pendulum, the motion is the horizontal circular motion. Bob revolves in a horizontal circular motion, and the motion is uniform circular motion. That is, the velocity is constant. Now in this case, the period is given by T is equal to 2 pi under root L upon G. In conical pendulum, period of conical pendulum is given by 2 pi under root L cos theta divided by G. This is all about simple pendulum and conical pendulum. In this topic, we only study the simple pendulum and period of simple pendulum. Thank you.